Hey guys, so you guys know that I track a lot of these products, Pokemon, almost literally every single day. So when you're doing that literally every day, you see like little bits of price discrepancies, you see little bits of demand, and I don't necessarily want to fully call it, but I'm starting to see signs of possibly some 151 pack price decrease. So there's a lot of things that people like will generally kind of expect to happen, but they don't really know when or where or when, like they don't really see the signs necessarily. Like for example, for reprints, people will talk about how, oh yeah, like this set will probably get a reprint because Pokemon usually gets reprints for that. Like I just made a video on that yesterday. Um, for 151, like everyone's like, oh, of course they're going to print more 151, and the most obvious items that they are actually printing are the ones that are easier to print, which are the bundles and the new item Blooming Waters. I don't know how easy that is to print, but that seems to be Pokemon's sort of style of like getting things out usually. Um, and we've been expecting like this sort of like price drop, and for the last while, like if you look at like 151 um, bundle demand, bundles have gone up a lot in demand, but they've been kind of like about the same price. I feel like for like a while, like you see like the stagnation, like they hit about 65 on January 5th, and they've been kind of like stagnant for this whole time. So and I also do a bunch of like drop updates where like I see, hey, what are people actually getting like MSRP? I know that's not very accessible for a lot of people, but like, it's either it's like the only like real product being kind of released kind of. So like I get to see like I look at the discords and I see, oh okay, so it seems like a lot of 151 bundles are being dropped, and recently Costco had the Blue Waters. And um, yeah, and when I do the price per pack analysis, I've been noticing, oh yeah, like for the past while, it's been very apparent that demand has shifted from the packs. Where's the packs? So the packs, like you see how like pack demand has actually kind of decreased over time because partly because like the bundles have been getting, um, like they're just literally cheaper. So you don't see as many like spikes in demand of packs anymore, just because you can just buy bundles now. Um, and it definitely makes like a lot of sense because like packs are loose packs are $12, and then bundles are costing like 11 around $11, less than $11 per pack. So I finally possibly starting to see some price weakness. So one of the big things was that Blooming Waters is down about $12, and so and then the I think there's only a few listings for 65, but even like the bundles are down to about 1080. So like the loose packs have like I know like it's still a very expensive price per pack, but like they actually have seen a decrease. So it's like is Pokemon actually possibly making a dent, or is this possibly just like a short little drop while supply gets eaten up. Honestly, it's probably more likely that this is probably just a short term thing. And it's not usually a sign that Pokemon is really printed enough to really satisfy demand. Um, but yeah, it's well the first time in a while because like let's see, I haven't been tracking Bloom Wars for that long, but yeah, it was around like 137 like or 130 one day, but it's been typically around 140, so like close to $12 a pack. And then bundles I've been tracking for a while. Let's see. Like they've usually, yeah, like you saw from the lithograph, they've been at this price for a very, very, very long time. Usually it was like 70, it drops like, um, because of all the drops, yeah, it would drop to like 65, 63, 60. You see in this like end of January, early February. Actually, that's sort of like now. It's like early March right now. And it kind of went back up to like 60, 68 and 65, and then now we're kind of like dropping back down again. So I don't know, I just noticed that maybe it could be just like end of the month thing where Pokemon kind of like gets more products. um but yeah, we're definitely seeing just a sort of like drop, and it's either an opportunity to get more packs or at a cheaper price, or it's really a sign that like people really did make a dent. As far as like the blue water, since I do look at the Discord drops of like how people are getting it, yeah, a lot of people were getting blue waters, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are offloading their product because like if they're getting it for like literally two of these at Costco are $100, and you can sell for like even after fees and everything. Like if you sell one of them, you're kind of making your investment back, something like that. I'm being very like flaky with doing the exact math there, but you get the point. Um, And yeah, I haven't really seen demand really increase that much for Blowing Waters, but this continues like, um, I mean, you get like extra promo cards, and it costs about the same as bundles. Like if the price, because when I look at 151 bundles, so 151 bundles, I see this 65 here, but they goes to 66. Actually, it's 67 already. Um, but then Blooming Waters over here, I'm seeing like quite a few like 130s or 131s here. Um, and yeah, they could be bought up, but yeah, I don't really know. Like it could be a sign, or it could be like they just get bought up really quickly. Um, but yeah, it just seems to be a slight blip. These sort of things, like, um, yeah, we do have market downturns, and I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's like 151 just is very a particular sort of set because it's been so popular, um, and people don't necessarily see it slowing down long term. Like everyone kind of wants 151. It's kind of a very clear winner. So just seeing these sort of slight signs is like kind of the best we can kind of do sometimes. As far as other kind of changes, there weren't that many changes. The PCTBs went up like $10. Oh, I didn't highlight that. um, but it's been around 435 before, and the binders have gone back up to about 157. Binders, if you don't know, have they're just very expensive price per pack. It's like you only get like 4 packs, but the binders have been very valued. There was this period over here during February where they're selling a lot and the price really skyrocketed, and then now they've been still kind of selling relatively, um, at least one per day, which is still pretty amazing at that price point. Um, yeah, everything else. Oh yeah, the packs. This was the only reason like I was seeing possible weakness. Like the packs are also going down in price. Um, like they finally broke the 11, like the $12 mark to 1250 on the 27th, and 1290, 1245, and they've just been dropping back down. So that's also been another reason I'm like, oh, even packs are kind of going down. It's all like the cheap items, the packs, the bundles, or the blue waters. The prices are kind of dropping. But there's only so many items. Um, yeah. Okay. So and then I'm gonna quickly jump to the other sets. So journey together. Um, I think the most interesting thing is the PCTBs. So the PCBs are a little hard to track because it's eBay and you kind of do approximations. But I do kind of feel like what I was seeing like when there was a certain like restock, it feels like a month ago, but I don't remember exactly when. Um, a lot of the PCTB dropped about 150, including the shipping charges. Um, I noted in a recent video that seems to be kind of like closer to 160, but now it's kind of seeming like 160 to 170. Um, and it now seems to be more like 170 to 180 a lot of times. So this is still 162. This is a 175. This is a 170. Um, Sometimes the bulk deals are a little cheaper. So this is 157. This is like a almost 190. That's also a bulk deal, which is gets cheaper. It's like almost 160. Similar bulk deal, same thing. If you get it in bulk, it seems you can still possibly get a deal. It says 170, it's 160. I don't know what that is. It looks like really weird at $11. 160. Um, it's another bulk deal, same thing. 170. Um, it's another bulk. Yeah, it seems like the bulk deals you can still get it for about 150 to 160. This is 180. Another bulk deal. This is 200. Um, this is about 165. It's about 190. It's about 180. So like yeah, I'm still seeing like probably maybe about half of the sales, um, for the single ETPs at least. You can still get for about 160. Um, for the bulk deals, you can get for 150, 160. But the other rest you get for like about 170, 180, 190. So just like the ratio is kind of like shifting over a little bit. It's very like slight, but like we are only about 3 weeks from pre-release, so I do expect a lot of Journey Together to pop up. So I just want to report it before like it like blindsides people. And the only other thing is like everything else is kind of the same. The only other blip is sort of like bundles. They kind of went up in demand slightly to 22. It's usually a little higher. You just see the bar's a little higher. Other than that, bundles are still about 57. ETP is still about 90, and joining together has been about 216. It's been really weird because it's just been like very flat. But I think a lot of it has to do with like the price has just been very high to begin with. So just it doesn't have as much room to grow. Okay, let's look at Prismatic. Um, okay, so Prismatic. Let's see the main changes. ETB dropped $3. Bundle dropped about $1. Surprise boxes went up about $1. Tin displays are down, and yeah, these this seems like a great deal. I'll go into that more in a sec. And the PCTBs, they're back up to 355. All right, so let's talk about. All right, let's just go over the basics. So if you want to check any prismatic, you have very little time. What you want to check are the ETBs and loose packs usually. Um, so the ETB demand is still pretty still about the same, about like 85 to 95. So it's a pretty good sign. They're still selling at these prices. And they're still mainly about the 140 price. So that seems like a good sign. And then packs, pack demand has gone down a little bit less, 2 days actually. So that's like something that hurts Prismatic. You do see the general trend like is going up in demand, but we'll kind of see if it sustains. The more it sustains like pack demand, or if like packs, if like you see like some sort of pack demand general still increase, then prices have to go up because supply will get continually get eaten up. The tin displays, yeah, I have the feeling this is probably because um, it's been about a month since the release, and like so the two like interesting items of Prismatic has been the tin display and the surprise box. The tin displays because they have all the EV evolutions and there's like about 8 of them, so it's kind of like a perfect sort of thing for EVs. Um, but honestly, tin displays sometimes they're not as popular. Um, and the surprise boxes are interesting because they're kind of a new product and they have that promo card which has some randomization in it. So the con with the surprise box has been the promo card is not really the greatest looking promo card. So like it's worth something, um, but it's like just kind of eh. But at least they're being opened. Like there's some incentive to open. That's why the PCTVs do so well. There's incentive to open, and there's a very valuable card in it. It's limited. Tin displays they don't have incentive for people to open it. I feel like if someone wanted to drive up the tin display market, what they'd have to do, what they could really do is that if they run a rip and ship and they buy loose packs anyway, once the loose packs get very close to the tin display price, just buy the tin displays to just wipe out some demand, wipe out some supply, and then just sell your just spend extra time opening them, and then you can even possibly sell the accessories, the tins and the empty tins themselves, and like the cardboard. They're probably worth something as well. Um, that's probably what if you had run a rip ship, what you would probably do to just flush out some of the supply. But like I still stand by the loose pack analysis. Um, like look at the loose pack price, 1350, which is still pretty strong. It rose from about like $13 $13.50 in the last 2 days. Um, and it's only like 13 it's only $14, so 50 cents difference. So that's there's 16 packs in a tin display, so it's like $8 more. Um, so it's like are the rest of the accessory items worth $8? Kind of. That doesn't mean that there's not other packs that you can get for cheap. Like there's still this Leafeon tech. A lot of these 3 pack things, I noticed there's not a lot of demand. So like they're not really the best indicators for other loose pack price. But yeah, you can still get other loose cheap things. Um, Leafeon and Leafeon tech, like I'm a little surprised people aren't buying them, but maybe they're kind of untrustworthy sellers. And the poster collection at 1316. Um, but you see like tin displays enter the $13 range. Other than that, let's see. I think that's mainly everything with like prismatic. The binders are still decreasing demand, um, but there is hype still sometimes from the binders from 151. ETBs are selling 8 yesterday, and then I'll just end the video on actually. I want to talk about Heat Wave Arena and Crown Zenith. So I'll talk about Crown Zenith real quick. So Crown Zenith has been a little stagnant. It's been kind of just staying the same. Literally, the only thing that changed, if you look at these numbers, is that the bundles went up by like $2. So yeah, the bundles are here, um, and yeah, the pack demand has been kind of iffy lately, like 49 and 163. Sea and Sky still maintain the price. I feel like some people are probably buying these without a box because they're a little cheaper. It's 104, and honestly, people just care about the loose pack price. At 104, actually, which equals to 14 divided 104 divided by 14. You get the 742 a pack, so it is cheaper price per pack wise, but still, near $8 a pack is still pretty good for Crown Zenith. And I'll just do a quick look at Heatwave Arena. This is the new set coming out pretty soon. It'll give us some information on Destined Rivals, kind of, because it's one of the prerequisite sets. Seems like they're selling for 100 something. Let's see, the range is probably like 110 to 140, or 145 to 113, 145, 113, 120, 132. There's some Cynthia cards. 112, 150. Oh, I guess there's like someone. Oh, wow, that's really expensive. That's like 170. Um, but yeah, I'm seeing like a bunch of like, let's say roughly 110 to 150 prices. Oh wow, that's like one. Yeah. Um, yeah, the Japanese booster box market's been pretty volatile with all these like with the booming Pokemon market. These things are supposed to be like $30 or $40, guys. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.